Hi everybody, my name is Freddie Sedano and this is Pickle Rick. Today I'm here at... Hi everybody, my name is Freddie Sedano and this is Pickle Rick. Today we are at Dottie Trust Park in Riverside, California, within 3 miles of KRAL, Riverside Municipal Airport. That means that we are underlying Class D airspace. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use the KittyHawk app for compliance and for LAANC authorization. All of it can be done straight on your cell phone. So when we first open up the KittyHawk app, we are greeted with this really nice weather dashboard. This really streamlines your weather research. Pay special attention to the KP index. This is the measurement of the electromagnetic interference for your given area. Very, very important. Next, we're going to apply for LAANC authorization, and we do that by clicking on the Authorization Maps button. Here we are near KRAL, underlying Class D airspace. And all we have to do is click Get Authorization. If you are recording, if you are posting online to a YouTube channel or Instagram, it is a commercial flight and it does fall under Part 107. Next, we're going to define the space where we are flying. Notice here that under this green section, it will only let me fly up to 300 feet because we're splitting two different sections. So what I'm going to do is tell it that I'm flying in this area and only in this quadrant. And now my limit goes up to 400 feet. Now that is a hard 400 feet. You cannot go 400 feet above a structure. It's 400 feet AGL, period. Always overestimate the amount of time that you are going to be flying with, because if you take off after your time is expired, your flight is illegal. 1 hour and 45 minutes. I think the most it's taken me is about 20 seconds for authorization. We're going to click Next. There we go. Hit Next. Authorization is good to go. Submit to the FAA. Agree and submit. Phone number, Part 107 number, the date. Agree and submit. And now here we have our LAANC authorization code, and that starts in 1 minute. And while that minute is going, that gives us a little bit of time to go through our checklists. So next we're going to go back to the main dashboard, hit Add, Log Checklist. Now, self-assessment. Are you feeling healthy today? Are you well to fly today? We already researched our local airspace. We researched our local weather. The proper ND filter is on. We have plenty of film in the drone. This one is so important. Before every single flight, you must have picture-perfect props. Props are the biggest single point of failure that can crash your hopes and dreams. If you do not have picture-perfect props before a flight, do not fly. Since we are flying in LAANC-authorized airspace, we must have high-visibility lights on the drone so that pilots flying around can see us. These are so important for safety and liability. If you're going to be flying in air traffic areas, you must have bright and clear LED lights. I suggest the Firehouse Arc Vs. Next, we need to assess whether we need prop guards or not. Prop guards are not training wheels, they are safety devices. You can literally crash into a wall and still be airworthy. You can crash into an object or tap an object and not crash. Of course, your performance goes down. If there are high winds, you might not want to use them. It's up to your discretion. If you feel you need props and the wind is not too high, definitely put them on. Not only that, but the new RealID regulations require that you have some sort of block between the subject and the moving rotors. You're going to have to make sure that your drone is properly calibrated. And very importantly, you have to set the proper return to home height. If you are authorized to 300 feet and your drone auto flies to 350 feet, that is an illegal flight. So always make sure you check that and put it below your posted flight altitude. Always ensure satellite lock. Next, we're going to tell it that I'm flying Pickle Rick, and in the notes I will say installed 3 LEDs. And that's it. I don't have a mission associated with this. Often I have loop practice. That's it, we're gonna log that checklist. Now it's time to log a flight. And this is very easy. Manual flight log, it inputs the date. The reason you wanna do this in the field is because you can click on the exact LAANC authorization and now those records are linked. Just like that. Aircraft pickle Rick, battery, longitude and latitude. You can either tell it the coordinate that you're at, or you can pre-save locations. Here I have .HRS Park, save. I always input the time of flight later because I don't know how long the exact time flight will be. One really cool function that KittyHawk has is that it can automatically sync your DJI flight logs to its own flight logs. The downside at the moment, the downside is that at the moment of this filming, DJI has not released the SDK for the Mavic Air 2, so those will not automatically sync, but the older drones will. I know it seems really tedious and boring, but compliance is going to be super important in 2 years when RealID is fully rolled out. If you want to participate in flights categories 1 through 4, you will have to have good record keeping and maintenance keeping. But not just that, you're going to have to comply with LAANC authorizations as well. The Wild West days of drone flying are gone. Welcome to the centralized drone bureaucracy.